Hello there, YouTube. We are back with some more Matchplay commentary for y'all. I'm joined by a special guest who has traveled the world far and wide. He's defeated Morgoth, he's defeated Millennia, and now he's back. The Kaiju King himself.
I was about to spoil the last boss of Elden Ring. That was the DLC, rather.
I was like, oh, no, don't do that.
I was about to lose my mind, be like, actually, actually, no. That's what my character sounds like. So he's just non-verbal. Thank you. It's good to be back.
But we've got some matches that were filmed over at Dean's Dugout, which is the locals that we go to every Sunday for Digi. They're located in Naperville, Illinois. So if you're in the Chicagoland area, do feel free to check them out. Great mom and pop shop. But today we've got a feature matchup between Jorel playing his new and improved Alter S build, and we've got Stack playing MaloMyotismon. So two sort of off-meta decks, but I'm interested to see because both of them, when they pop off, they can really just do a lot of things. So it's going to be interesting to see what these guys can do. Before we hop into the round itself, a couple of things. If you like what you see, you like what you see on the channel, you like our content, please do feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. We would greatly appreciate it. And lastly, check out our socials, which will be linked down in the video description below. Without further ado, let's hop right into the round over here.
Shout out to the people that recognize Stack at the regional in Peoria.
I love how he came up to us after round one. He's like, dude, they were like, are you the Stack?
Dude,
I love it.
Well, it was. I don't think it was. I think it was. I think the exact verbiage was, "Oh, you're that Stack." It is so funny. Love you, Stack.
Yeah, it's cool to see because I feel like a lot of our crew. That is true. Well, speaking of loving you, Stack,
we're a good start. I'm glad to be back. So glad to be back.
But a lot of the boys got recognized. It was pretty cool. I know Mike got recognized. Oh, yeah. Will got recognized. It was pretty neat. Gabe did as well. So it's awesome.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, and I know what everyone was talking to people too. Just how many people actually knew the channel was. It was so cool, man. It was awesome meeting everybody.
Thank you.
We do. Anyways, to the game here. Jorel is bricked and not in the fun way. He is trying to find stuff, but struggling a bit. Stack though is seeing his pieces. I mean, he's got two Ukos. He's got Uko on board, Uko in the back, good to go. That Bakemon is pretty good for cycle. He's choking Jorel to one consistently.
And MaloMyotis is a deck that, if you give it some time, I mean, it can do some wild things.
Yeah, for sure.
So we see Stack push up with the BT-16 Uko, which is just great for cycle and some aggression, being able to hatch. Does a search, hatches another Demimera, gains a memory off of the promo Uko and goes straight into another one. So we go ahead and swing. We crash, which allows them to pitch a card and draw. It's pretty good, and then sets up a dual tamer. Not bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That is pretty good.
Remind me again what that tamer does.
So that tamer has on Stack's turn, he can delete the tamer to reduce the play cost of one of his Arukeni or Omnimon.
Sure.
I think it's let me look it up to make sure I'm doing this right. It's been a minute since I played it because I did play it a bit, but I can spell Arukeni. There we go. So when you play an Arukeni or Omnimon, you can delete the tamer to reduce the play cost by 3. And then on deletion, you can play one level 5 or lower Digimon card with MaloMyotismon and its text from your trash without paying the cost. At the next end of your opponent's turn, delete it.
Gotcha.
So as Stack is setting up his trash with mummies and Arukenis, eventually he can play one for 3, popping that tamer.
Speaking of which,
like so. And then he'll be able to use Arukeni's effect.
That was pretty good.
No, I didn't. That was just insanely lucky. Sometimes, my journey in the lands between, actually, I guess the realm of shadow really has taught me, a few things. And one of those things is perseverance, feeling,
that's pretty good.
Feeling the vibe. Yeah. So he can use that tamer to go ahead and play out the Myotis, which will then let him spit out Yukio. So this combo is dual-sided, so it's neat and cool. But however, at the end of Jorel's turn right now, that MyotisMon will get popped, and so Jorel will gain 3 memory back. Yeah. So when Jorel passes turn, he'll be able to go ahead and gain 3 memory back.
But then Yukio
Yeah, and then
will sheet of memory.
Gain the
back
memory.
out.
Okay.
Okay.
And then at the end of Jorel's turn,
you can go ahead and delete said Yukio to bring out a Myotis. Or no, that's when a Myotis gets deleted, right? He can go ahead and pop
it is
Yukio.
when a Myotis gets deleted, but it's not supposed to happen until the end of the opponent's turn, which is
Right.
not the end of Jorel's turn right now, because technically it was no longer the end of his turn, because the memory went back up. So
That's
it should
true.
not have activated there, I don't believe.
Ooh, okay. So just hard evo into an Alter S here, which will just pop the Uko, which just allow... I guess we're deciding Myotis versus Uko. So yeah, we'll just decide to... Okay, there we go. So we bottom deck the Myotis and then pop the Uko. It's not bad, but I mean, Stack has a ton of memory to work with. He's got a promo Uko in the back. And I think right now, Stack is deciding... Okay, he's just going to stay in the back, hard evo into the new Myotis, and chooses to swing with the Demi V? Or not Demi V, sorry.
The Demi.
Demi.
Maybe it does resolve. I'm trying to think. Maybe Yukio does resolve there? I think I might be getting confused with the end of attack stuff for how Frederick resolves when it's no longer like...
There are a lot
zero.
of effects with Myotis that... It makes my head twirl just thinking about how much stuff pops off. Yeah.
He would have gone to 3. It wouldn't have been end of turn. Yeah, so I don't think Yukio should have resolved unless it still sees end of turn happening.
Like in that brief window before overflow.
Because he can, because he can suspend the gain the memory. The second Myotis is deleted, but after Myotis' deletion, it's no longer end of turn resolution, and he would be suspended, but not at the end of the turn anymore.
Right.
So I don't think it should have. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, moving on from that. Jorel doing some good board control. Finally getting some pieces despite being bricked for so long.
A little bit of an unorthodox way of going into Alter S and Alter B.
I don't think he trashes anything unless
no,
he trashes straight. Yeah, which he's realizing now. So just as one extra check.
Plays out another Omeka.
Yeah.
We're able to digicross. I often forget that Omeka allows you to do that. And then
that new one's pretty crazy.
Evo's into a Werguru, which then he can start to ping pong a little bit, potentially.
But it looks like
I guess not.
He will not. Yeah, he's whiffing stuff. But Stack's in a bad spot.
Stack is in a very bad spot.
Myotis is not a deck that can come back from this easily.
It was crazy to see how much early aggression he was able to get, though. I mean, that just goes to show like what the Uko engine can do. Like it does in pretty much generically any deck. You just plug him in there. I mean, Stack's already out of eggs and got Jorel down to 2 security within like sort of the blink of an eye. It's just Jorel had some good responses and some good board control.
Yeah, I think Jorel just has game here. Stack should have been swinging more aggressive with the Ukos earlier, I think. Because there was a turn or two where he just left the Bakemon and the Uko on board.
Yeah. So Alter S will swing. We'll go ahead and... Okay. Looks like he bottom decks the Blitzgray and the Alter S to...
Pops the Tamer and pops the Uko.
Let's just put Stack in a really bad spot right now. Regardless of what Jorel does. We'll bottom deck just to gain the overflow to ensure that there's really nothing else that Stack can do, and then just go ahead swing for game.
Yeah.
So
honestly, really good play from Jorel, despite being bricked. He was, I mean, I think that if Stack was swinging more aggressive earlier, it might have been a little bit different. But Jorel managing to find the out and capitalizing on Stack playing a little bit too safe.
Yeah. Because I remember when we were playtesting Myotis, and I was shook with how fast and how aggressive things were once you were able to see your pieces.
Yeah.
The stuff that it can combo and string along is pretty wild. One thing I did notice too. One thing I did notice as well though was that you were utilizing the Myotis ace more as an ace. I feel like Stack was playing it out, but when you play it out via the effect, like you said, if it gets popped, you just sort of like pass turn most of the time.
I get the idea because Myotis ace does spit out the Tamer, so you can spit out Yukio off of, so you can do the Arokani combo
Right.
to play out Myotis for Myotis to play out Yukio, and then you can do that. So really, you're only losing 2 memory when he dies, but it's still tough.
Yeah.
But it is any way if you can setting up your plays, even if it's a little bit scary.
Mm-hmm.
Admittedly, the biggest issue is we really just don't have many good Myotismon.
Right.
Like,
oh no,
the EX11 is meh. The BT-8 one is okay. It's not great. The Ace is a good card, but he's an Ace, and he's a 5-drop for whatever reason. For some reason, he's more expensive than the other Aces. The new MaloMyotis is really good, but he doesn't have the lower end to support him well.
Yeah. Just something to point out. I wonder. I might have missed this, but I think. I love his stack, but remember that if you've got Uko and Raising, you can't use the purple option. I think he played the miss memory after the Uko was put down.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. It happens. It happens. And these are all like for funsies, you know. It's all good. We get some early chip damage in with Uko and the Arukeni. Arukeni lives, so kind of good threat on the board, and we drop a Yukio, a pretty Yukio.
Yeah, we drop the Arukeni and Mummy. Or no, it's Yukio. I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah, and then Jorel, again, a little bit unorthodox for his Ultra S build, but just is sort of raising in the back, and we do some 2 swings. Arukeni lives again. Devimon does not. We will set up the trash a little bit. We'll just play out a Bakemon past turn.
Yeah.
So
Jorel is stuck. He has to push out. The problem is Arukeni has retaliation. So if he swings over Arukeni, he is going to lose his stack.
Right. I think this is some of the aggression. I mean, I think Stack fortunate to have Arukeni live through multiple checks to get some of those pokes in. Yeah. But I mean, just swinging away and chipping away. I mean,
and this is what you want to do, though. This is what Myotis wants to do, ideally, in my opinion. I think you want to just swing all the aggression and everything.
Stack will ace here.
Okay, will ace. So
play out Evo. And Aru.
That's pretty good. Yeah. That's pretty good. And then he'll block.
Interesting.
With retaliation because of the that's smart. That's good. Yeah, so that's what I think that's what I was trying to do before when we were playing.
Yeah.
Using the retail inheritable, try and catch people off guard with the blocker if they didn't have protection.
All right, so Stack's in a pretty decent spot here. Jorel is just really forced to. Oh my.
Hard to 2 things. And Stack just has game here. There's no blocker. Jorel does not have aces, I believe. He should be able to just swing the Myotis, pop his Arukeni, or pop the Tamer. Yeah. Okay.
There you go. We go to game 3.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. If Myotis sees the Uko engine, it can go really fast because Uko is just so quick.
Yeah. And with how like you're able to recur your bodies with retail is also a very nice cheeky way to get some extra removal in. It definitely can do some things. It's still, it's still definitely one of those gate kept decks for sure.
Retail's a great keyword. It's just struggles. It doesn't have many good decks that utilize it, to be honest. I think that's its biggest issue. There's just not many good decks that utilize retail. Well,
that and also with how many layers of protection we have too, particularly with like armors and antibody stuff floating around. It's just tough.
Yeah. But that's kind of what you want to do. It's almost like Stack heard me. Just gotta be more aggressive. Just gotta swing. If you lose the body, you lose the body.
Like
the good thing about Arukeni and Mummy,
whisper tonight.
It feels like it right now. But because the good thing is, if you lose Arukeni or Mummy, you get something back. They have on deletion where you can spit out a Tamer. So you can play out your Arukeni and Mummy's back.
Stack has just seen them Ukos too, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. And just hard drops Arukeni, which is totally fine. Pretty valid play. Okay, so trash 2 cards. Bottom deck the rest. Setting up some Tamers in there.
Yeah.
Yep, so if something happens that Arukeni, it's good to spit out a Tamer for him.
All right, so Jorel's still digging. But he has the potential to do something here, but his hand is looking a little rough.
He's just wideboarding like crazy. The thing is, to be honest, right now,
not a bad
board
play.
This wide. Myotis does not have many ways of clearing wide boards. So Jorel could just do 4 damage here next turn and just go crazy.
X antibody. So gains a memory, adds to hand, swings with the Uko. Uko will hit a Blitzcrank, which allows him to set up some trash.
Yeah. Pitch 2 level 5 or pitch a level 5 or hard card to go ahead and draw 2.
We play a
We'll just play
Myotismon
Ace
to
here.
play out the Yukio. Okay.
Yeah, so a lot of damage about to come in here. If Jorel has the right pieces, he could honestly just maybe game here. I think if he has the right stuff, especially with MyotismSpace space being on board.
Yeah.
So a lot of memory he can gain back.
All
He just
right,
has to see a line of Evo. Okay, so
Whoa.
okay, this is okay though. Digicross, we'll let him Evo something else. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He'll gain the memory from the inheritables of
Yep.
both, so he gains 2 back, which is pretty big.
Because this could be...
Yeah.
This might be where the train stops, though.
Yeah,
I feel like if he had it, he would just went ahead and done it.
Yeah, so we'll go Guru over there. Guru can Evo, but we'll draw some extra cards.
Yeah.
Gain another memory off of the other Guru stack. Unfortunately, it looks like he's not seeing a level 5.
Right.
So he's thinking about what he can do. Oh no, he does level 5 right there. So he's just to pray for a top deck. Does not
Which
get
we
top
do not
deck.
see it. But, I mean, like you said, Myotismon doesn't have a whole lot of ways. There is a lot of aggression on the board right now, which is a bit scary.
Did Stack forget to gain the memory off of Uko pushing up?
He might have, because he's only at 2 right now. He should be at 3, if I'm not mistaken. He should have been able to hatch
Unless,
as well.
no, he evoed into the Were Guru for 1, right? Because of the effect.
Oh, yeah.
It was still lingering.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay, Venom Infusion, pop level 5 by
Fair
pitching up
enough.
5 or a 6, and then pass turn. Draw.
Did he draw what he needs? That's the big question. So we do see... Okay, so we see a
hard to go for
Werguru.
Is
Oh, no.
missing a Metal Gray. Yeah,
That's
no
rough.
Metal Gray.
Well, he's in Altarius mode, but... Because that could still, in theory, work, no? We'll just go Crest to bottom deck the Myotis Ace, which will at least salvage turn, which is not bad. And then for 3, we'll Evo into the another Werguru.
Yeah, he'll gain a memory.
Which will then... Okay. So we go Blitz Gray, which then lets
tough
him...
having a hard Evo.
And at least you clear board, which allows Stack to play out a Dual Tamer and his go at 4.
Well, this is actually really bad for Stack. Stack having a clear board puts him like... Jorel's looking at game in the next 2 turns.
Right.
Because I'm pretty sure he has the Alter B.
He does.
So if he swings, he'll trash 1, do a check, and then he just goes Alter B next turn and just trashes all 3 security and calls it a day.
Which is scary, but that's what the deck wants to do.
It takes a lot of work to get there.
Yeah. All right. We see another Arukeni come out.
I think about Kenny, but I guess it actually didn't matter.
Setting up trash, but at this point, like you said, it's just a really rough spot to be in. There's not a whole lot he can do with the memory, and I think Jorel here is just clarifying how many Myotis there are in trash, and then we see... Okay. What does that card do again? It's a 4-drop.
Fog Barrier. So, hold on. It's a weird one. I think you delete one of your Digimon to play out a thing. Let me double check. Or it's not going to come up when I look it up. There it is. Mist Barrier, sorry. So you delete one of your Digimon to play one Myotismon from your trash without paying the cost, then place the card in the battle area. All turns one of your Myotismon is deleted. Delay. You may play one Venom Myotismon from your trash without paying the cost. But I don't know if he's running Venom Myotis. I haven't seen one. I've seen Malos. That's the one thing that kind of sucked about BT-15 support for Myotis was that they wanted to build around Venom, even though Venom is just the worst, the less good one of it. And then they immediately just give us Malo support in 16, but it's like you could have given us support that worked with Malo.
Right.
Or like it just played out a fucking card or a card that has Myotismon in name.
So Jorel, Merciful mode, which is rough. That's why he kept asking about his trash. That sneaky boy. That's just rude. Yeah,
just keep Lukos in trash, put everything else at the bottom, so it gets rid of his resources. There's the stack lean. That's the stack stress lean.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good.
Yeah, losing all those trash resources is tough. And then, I mean, Jorel's still just gonna go for game next turn because
he can
Merc
just
mode
yeah,
will trash top card of security, and then he just goes into Alter B, and then
well, even right now he can just
reboot.
We'll go ahead and swing. Jorel does let it go through. Hits an Alter B. But even now, it's like, well, what do you really do? You know? I feel like Stack is just in a really rough spot. Yeah. Okay, so we pop the Tamer. We play out.
I had a Mummy.
Yeah.
Which Mummy lets him pitch one to draw 2, I believe. Or he draws 2 and then trashes 2.
We go into the new Myotismon, or MaloMyotismon, to attempt to pop.
Yeah, but
and you can just shed a source, yeah.
Yeah, just use protection.
And then he'll go Alter B, wipes the board. And this should be game, because he should be able to
he'll just
swing, trash security, all of security.
Yep, and then just do pop. Merc mode actually shouldn't have been there. But doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think Jorel's realizing that now.
We're still resolving effects, so because Tamers got popped, we go ahead and play out. Looks like another Omnimon, and then we'll just trash the rest of security and then swing for game.
Yeah, because even if he blocks with that, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. All right.
That's tough, but good showing. Still fun.
Still good showing. I think Jorel is working on his Alter B list once again, just to kind of tinker around with it. So should be interesting to see if he brings us back on cam for the next couple of weeks. And good showing by Myotis. You know, I think we've had one game with Myotis before in the past, and it's nice to kind of see it come back with a little bit more of an updated spice. So yeah, just nice to see. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Let us know what you think in the comment section down below. Hopefully we catch you on the next video, and we'll see ya on that flippy flip. Bye bye.
Bye bye.